So hi, Mary. I'm glad that I was able to come out to your house today. I know we talked on the phone about some of your concerns that we had about court, and I just kind of want to meet with you today, get some more information, really get to know who you are. One of our biggest things, at least mine as a social worker, is really getting to know you and your family, and you know your family best. So um, we talked about like getting some services involved, but I kind of want to see what you think about that with people that are maybe already involved with your life that could help out in some of the areas to kind of get us to our ultimate goal of getting the kids back in the home with you. So, court was last week. How are you feeling about what happened, what was said um, in the courtroom?
I'm really angry, I think is probably the best thing that I can say. Um, I think people lied about me. I don't think that everything that was said was true. I still don't understand why my kids can't be with me. People are saying that I'm not a safe parent, that my boyfriend's not safe, you know. The kids are always safe. The kids are taken care of. And I have plenty of people that can help me if I want help. I don't know that I need any other help.
And I know that this is a tough time because this is, people coming into your life and kind of critiquing, and court is very strong about their opinions and things like that. And I want to let you know that, we are concerned with safety, but we also don't want to tell you exactly what you have to be doing as a parent. And some of that is can come from you about actually, parenting styles and things like that we can bring back to the court and say, hey, these are the following reasons that she's a safe parent. But I think one thing I do want to say with you is that around drug use and things like that, those are sort of real safety concerns and non-negotiables, kind of, and so we may agree to disagree on some areas of that, and hopefully we can kind of plan around those times, get more information about what that looks like. So I just want to be honest with you about that concern, because we can't totally push that aside and say that it's not true, but we can kind of get more information and see how we can plan around that.
Okay. Well, and I understand that nobody agrees that using drugs is a safe thing, but I don't do it in front of my kids, and they get to school every day, and I make sure that they're taken care of. So, I guess we can talk about it more, but I just am not understanding why this is such a problem.
Right. And I mean, another thing, we don't want to look just on getting the kids removed, but part of my job is to get information of what led up to this. So I would just ask for, in your eyes, what would be a good day for you with the kids. Kind of to describe a typical day that would be you would feel good about your family.
Movie days. We do movie days sometimes.
Okay.
We just watch movies and hang out, and that's fun.
Okay. So maybe we can have some of those good days with visits, or um, arrange some other things if that's something that's important for you.
I think it's more important for the kids than it is for me. I think they don't understand why they're not here either, and they're mad at me because I don't think this is my fault. I think that they think this is my fault. Like, I don't want them here.
And I think that that's some area that we have room to grow with, because I understand that initially you may not feel like this is your fault, and that's understandable. To be honest, it's not the kid's fault, obviously, either, and I think we can agree on that. But maybe sometime at a later date, you can have a conversation with the kids about how this kind of came about, and maybe that would entail you saying something like, Mommy wasn't doing what she needed to do, and she's working on things, something that they would understand, but that would maybe help them kind of understand it a little bit more for themselves.
And I've been trying to talk to him about this, and on visits, the person who's supervising my visits won't let me say anything about it. So the kids are asking me. I don't get to tell them anything. So I just look like a bad mom.
Right.
And I feel like that them being away from me is making this 100 times worse. And what if they don't want to come home?
And I think that those, concerns are all legitimate at this time. I mean, working with a lot of families, they have similar concerns, and regardless of what's happened, you're always going to be their mom, and they're always going to want to come home to you. Um,
Can you help me get them home?
Yeah, so that's something that we can talk about. One of the major things is the drug use, and kind of I wanted to meet today to kind of see where you're at with that, to see if you'd be willing to participate in services, um, you know, and kind of what's happened in the last 2 weeks. I don't know if you've changed with things, so I guess I would just start by saying, how have you been using in the last 2 weeks, or where do you feel your drug use is at?
I feel like I've been using more because I'm really stressed out.
Okay.
I don't think it's fair to ask me to stop. Like I said, I think that what I do is my business and it's not affecting whether or not my children are safe. And I think, of course I'll do services or treatment or whatever you guys want me to do to get my kids home.
And
I don't know.
I think that that's important that you're willing. And to be honest, I don't want to just make your life busy by having you go to services. My goal as a social worker working with families is really to kind of be in their lives for a short period of time and get out. So just kind of going to services and things like that, I don't want to waste your time. I think that that's something that we can continue to talk about to see where you're at with that. And when you do feel like you want to go to treatment because you want to change for your kids, for yourself, or whatnot, then I think that that's something that we can talk about. But I really don't want to waste your time with just going because you think that that's going to make us, return the kids faster or anything like that.
Okay. I don't understand why they can't come home now, and I'm willing to do anything to get them home. And I listen to everything in court, and I understand some of the things that I'm being asked to do. I don't necessarily agree with all of them, but I'll do them.
Okay. What are some of the things that you don't agree with?
I agree that drug use is not good, but I think it's my choice. I don't think that my relationships with men should have anything to do with whether or not my kids come home. Um, I was raised with physical discipline in my home, and I think that if I choose to use that, I should be able to do that as well. I don't beat my kids. I might spank them sometimes. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Um, I could probably go to the parenting classes that I was told I should go to, but I think everyone maybe could learn something from there, but it's not going to change everything about me. So I don't know. I don't think I need a psychological evaluation or whatever that's called either because I'm not crazy. I don't agree with that one.
And that's understandable that you feel like, sort of getting bombarded with a lot of things. The psychological evaluation is kind of to give us an assessment or like a baseline of kind of where you're at to see maybe what services would be beneficial and what wouldn't. It's kind of just to get to know you further and just see if there's any, emotional needs that you're having struggles with and you're not aware of them. So it's not really to critique you more. It's really just kind of a place for us to get to know you more and see where you need more, support.
Okay. Are you coming to my appointments with me, or how does that work?
Well, there's a few things. So either I could, help you get transportation to the appointments if you feel more comfortable with that, or we could give you bus tickets, just kind of um, less helpful. So it's pretty open. We do have people that work with parent aides to get them there. So I would leave that up to you with that.
So am I going to be able to keep working? Am I going to be able to start seeing my kids more, do all this stuff, and do everything else at the same time? because I think that I can. I just want to make sure that if I miss an appointment, I'm not going to be in trouble.
Yeah, I think that that's a completely reasonable question. Um, I'm flexible, so I don't want to, make you take a day off so that we have to meet. If you get done at 6 o'clock, we can meet at 7 o'clock. And if you have an appointment scheduled and something comes up, please just let me know so that um, I can say this came up. Can we reschedule? So, do you want me to go ahead and schedule the evaluation for you, and we can talk about transportation? Or
I think I can do that,
okay.
and I'll make sure that I get there too.
Okay. Well, I just want to say thank you for letting me come out to the house tonight. So I'm going to be coming out in the next few weeks. Again, what's workable with your schedule, to kind of see where you're at with visits, see, if we can talk more about action steps, and to kind of get you back to your ultimate goal of getting the kids in the home. I just wanted to say that I understand that men in your life don't have anything to do, but with the children, as you feel, I guess from my point of view, sometimes we think that people in our lives are good, and I know that you're working third shift or first shift, and he's helping out. So we just want to make sure that they're safe people, and not hurting the kids while you're gone and stuff like that. So we can talk more about that next time, and I'll come back out to the house.
Okay.
Sounds good. Thank you.